Hello Nigerians here, welcome back to this YouTube channel and thank you for joining me once again. Now let me say this, that this particular issue between Senator Akpabio and Senator Natasha has actually shown that Nigeria is a lawless country. It has shown that Nigeria does not obey the rule of law. I am telling you the truth. Now, yesterday, Senator Natasha actually presented her petition to the National House of Assembly against the Senate President being Akpabio. And it was shocking, so shocking to see that all the members of the Senate National House of Assembly were all in support of Akpabio. None of them even dared to listen or to, make sense out of what Natasha was talking about. This is a woman who was sexually harassed. I think here in Nigeria, the laws are actually made for the poor masses and not for the politicians. I'm telling you the truth. Because if this were to be leveled on a commoner, you all will know what will happen to that person. But since it is now the number 3 citizen of this country, they actually found a way to turn the table around. In fact, everybody in that House of Assembly, we are actually blaming Senator Natasha. It is so disappointing to see that some people are actually above the law. And let me tell you, today Senator Natasha was actually handed a 6 months suspension. She's been banned from attending the National Assembly meeting, coming anywhere close to the House of Assembly and all of that. But this is a case that every Nigerian, every good-willing Nigerian was expecting that, they will carry out proper and serious investigation. People were expecting in a sane country, Akpabio is supposed to step down and allow, since he feels that, yeah, this is not what he did, and that it was an allegation leveled against him by Senator Natasha. People were expecting him to step down so that proper investigation would be carried out. But look at, they actually turned the table around and Natasha was actually suspended. I'm going to be showing you everything in this particular YouTube channel. Please make sure to watch this video to the end and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, turn on the notification bell and like this video so that whenever I post a video, you'll be notified.
Recommends as follows. 1. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpabio for 6 months for her total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the presiding officer and the entire Senate in general to public opprobrium. 2. That for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or to reduce the tenure of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpabio shall submit a written apology to the Senate before the reconsideration by the Senate. 3. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpabio with effect from 6 March 2025 from all legislative activities forthwith. 4. That her office be locked up for the duration of her suspension and hand over all Senate properties in her possession to the clerk of the National Assembly. 5. That for the duration of her suspension she cannot come or be seen within the vicinity of the National Assembly, including her staff. 6. That her salaries and allowances, including those of her legislative aides, be suspended and withdraw of all security details for the duration of her suspension. And 7. That for the period of her suspension, she be barred from representing herself to the public, locally and internationally, as a Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In conclusion, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, my most distinguished and respected colleagues, on behalf of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions, we appreciate the Senate President and our distinguished colleagues for the opportunity granted us to serve Nigerians through the Committee of Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions, respectfully submitted for consideration and approval. Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues.
Thank you, distinguished colleagues. Let us go into the prayers. Prayer 1.
Dear Senate President, may I be given a chance to speak?
Prayer 1.
Yes.
That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpabio for 6 months for a total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the presiding officer and the entire Nigerian Senate in general to a public opprobrium. Those in support of prayer 1 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. I'd put the question. Those in support of prayer 1 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. How do you amend a prayer that is unanimous? Prayer 2, that for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenure of the suspension, Senator Natasha Akpabio shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration by the Nigerian Senate. Those in support of prayer 2 say aye. Those against say nay. I don't think Senator Baribe, as a landlord of the Senate, I don't think they heard what I read. So let me just repeat for clarity that for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenure of the suspension, Senator Natasha Akpabio shall submit a written apology to the Senate before the reconsideration by the Senate. Those in support of prayer 2 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Huh? Okay, because I thought I had 50-50. Let me make it 40-60. That for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenure of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpabio shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration of this case by the Senate. Those in support of prayer 2 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3, liberalism. Prayer 3, that the Senate do suspend Senator Akpabio with effect from 6th day of March 2025 from all legislative activities forward. Those in support of prayer 3 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 4, that her office be locked up for the duration of this suspension, and she should hand over all Senate properties in her possession to the clerk of the National Assembly. Those in support of prayer 4 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 5, that for the duration of her suspension, she cannot come or be seen within the vicinity of the National Assembly, including her staff. But this is normal. Those in support of prayer 5 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Again, the ayes have it. Prayer 6, that our salaries and allowances, including those of our legislative aid, be suspended, and withdrawal of all security details for the duration of our suspension.
This injustice will not be sustained. The pursuit for justice.
So guys, I believe you listened to that particular prayers from the Senate President of Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio. This is how the Senate House of Assembly, Nigeria, has actually treated a sexual harassment case simply because the number 3 citizen of this country is the one involved. You could see how the table was actually turned against Senator Natasha. You see, that's why I keep saying this. I've said it severally in this YouTube channel that Nigerian politicians are the most corrupt set of people in this planet Earth. You know, I'm not saying that Godswill Akpabio did it or he didn't do it, but in a situation like this, for transparency's sake, they should have set up a separate committee to investigate this matter. But they didn't do that. You know, one senator actually said that the petition submitted by Natasha was actually dead on arrival. They didn't even listen to the petition simply because he has made this notice to the public. Are they now trying to say that people who are being sexually harassed shouldn't come up to speak up about the challenges and the sexual harassment that they are facing? This is so disappointing for a country like Nigeria. Corruption and injustice has taken over. Guys, I'll drop this video here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this.